Welcome back to my channel. Today's garden update. I don't have a whole lot to update. We did plant a bunch of things and mulch, and I picked. So I'll just show you what's been going on and what I picked today. Let's get started. Alright, as you can see, my okra is coming along. I'll be glad when it gets ready to actually do something. For whatever reason, some bug is eating them. My marigolds and the tomatoes, there's actually some orange tomatoes in there. Not quite orange enough to eat. It's my corn way above my head and it's starting to tassel, so hopefully you'll get some corn soon. And as you can see, there's some cobs. So, corn in the cob. Best part of summer. Well, close to the best part anyway. Alright, cue the wind for you. We'll go over this way, see what's been going on. There's the pumpkins. You can see the 3 posts in there. There's pumpkins by each post. There's some more down there. They're all coming along pretty nicely. This is my sweet potatoes. I actually went through a little bit before we came and tried to convince everything to climb up my uprights because there have been some things that just didn't want to and they were tangled up in each other. And I moved my, I don't know if you can tell way down there, but I moved my other artichoke. So they're all together now. Some watermelon. I think the bugs found it. Actually found some squash bugs on one of my vines, so I have to keep my eye out on that. I usually squash them and burn the eggs as well, as much as I can. But my garden is so large, I know they're not gonna. I know I'm not gonna beat them, but I can at least slow them down a little bit. The beans are starting to climb up the poles, my uprights. This is where I found that miserable squash bug. Didn't see any of the adults. I'm sure they're around. They just probably ran when I came. They know I hate them. Potatoes. Finally some blossoms. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 rows of potatoes. I'm glad when they're on my garden actually. Some squash. I actually picked one squash off of that. One of those plants. And then there's okra and some flowers. The flowers are coming along nicely. This is my eggplant and fennel on this end, and then fennel and peppers on that end. Some more beans, lima beans. Never grown them before. It's my first time. Again, I'm waiting for the rain, so it'll be easier to pick these weeds out. This is peppers, and these are going to be Brussels sprouts. They did decide to take off. This is my patty pan squash. One of them I've already picked from last week. There are some more patty pan over here, but they're really, really little. So I was just gonna wait. I think I want them a little bigger. I don't know if you can see them down there. The tomatoes. I need to come by, finish putting in the posts and then tie them up. I really should have done that already, but today was not the day. I got out here really late. My flowers appear to be transplanted all right. Next week I'll mulch them. I was just trying to get them established and water them today, or this week. Planted, let's see, broccoli, I believe. This is leeks. I bought a thing of leeks and had like 50 of them in there, and I separated them all out. So we'll see. I've never grown them before. Peas. There are actually peas on there. I haven't picked any yet. This is the ones that planted themselves when I transplanted in my garden. So this is cilantro and more leeks. So they look like blades of grass, but they're actually leeks in there. once I mulched it and pull the weeds better, you'll be able to see it. This is celery and a little bit of spinach with basil. See that? Planted some of that today. And this is, I believe it's turnips and dill. And funny thing is, I cut the dill last week, and you can't even tell I cut it. It didn't even bat an eye. So I got radishes and Swiss chard. Next week I'll probably start cutting the Swiss chard. It's like some more kohlrabies, beets and kale, beets and lettuce. I'm gonna remember to pick the lettuce today before I go home. Not sure how good it'll be at starting. It's just really too warm for lettuce, I think. But this is zucchini. And the night before the zucchini is spent on, I planted one loan of burgundy, what do you call it? Okra. I thought that was kind of strange. Only one plant grew in that jug. But those are actually, I got 3 zucchini, 2 rather big ones. I missed them. I looked last week, but I totally missed them, so. Anyway, I got some more fennel down there. There's the pumpkins over there. And the other side of my corn. Corn is the stuff that's going to take a little bit longer. Hoping the sunflower survive. Earlier, but I need to put my uprights on my beans. Peas. I actually think I probably need to pick those. Radishes, and I actually picked some of those. Beans, and I actually picked a handful of those. That's all I have because they never wanted to come up. Some more peas that we've been eating off of. Kohlrabies and lettuce. Really need to weed that row. Just need a wet day. This is celery, I believe. And this one is okra and Swiss chard, I think. And the other end is the peas. I don't know why they didn't go on one end. This is squash. I'm not sure that squash is going to survive. Tried replanting it, and my son accidentally pulled it out when he was pulling squash for me the other day. He's not very happy with himself. This is my zucchini. I got a couple today. This is my yellow squash. I got a bunch off there. No matter how hard to try, they still get ahead of me. It's my daffodils. Some onions. I think these onions are either they're done or something's eating them. Not sure. Brussels sprouts, onions, kale and onions. I think I might need to cut the kale again. You can see my cabbage is ready. When I come next time, I'm going to pick my cabbage. My onions. And this is cauliflower, balsam, and onions. Although you can't see the onions because the cauliflower is kind of taking over. But it's in there. And then you can see the balsam is glistening over there. Look, isn't it pretty? And then, I'm trying to remember what's on the other end over there. I believe it's probably carrots and radishes. This is kohlrabies, I believe. Didn't do so good. And then we have Swiss chard. And then we have some squash in here. I actually need to pick them. Let's go in and grab some. There we are. There's one. I don't know if there's any more. But sunflowers, see? I have a couple that are actually, because this used to be my pea row. But it's the only squash in there. Some more turnips. I picked a couple the other day, and there's a little bit of lettuce left in there. There's some more sunflowers. And my okra that's at the end of my row. Let's see if I can grab it. I got all this in my hand. Trying to pick it up. There we go. Alright. My sunflowers are coming. I love sunflowers. But unfortunately, I don't eat them really, so it's kind of hard to do the sunflowers, so I enjoy them as a flower. They sure are pretty. And I think that about ends my garden tour. Oh, wait a second. I forgot. I have stuff in the tomatoes. I'll go show you that. Kind of, when I planted my corn here, I didn't realize how close it was gonna be. I'll show you my tomatoes. Actually, these are my mom's tomatoes, not mine. But I have, I believe it's dill and thyme. And then I have some more marigolds. These are my tomatoes. I think I have a couple of orange ones, but I picked one the other day. I haven't actually eaten it yet. I keep forgetting about it because I put it in the container with all my squash. But anyway, what I forgot to do is check for berries. So you can see there's still a few left. Yay! So I'll have to come back and pick those. But the other thing that I completely forgot to show you is some more. It's like there's a bunch more berries. I just have to go back and look for them. I forgot to show you my cherry tomatoes because today I planted a bunch more. I don't know, probably a dozen or more with one of my sons. He did the cuts in the plastic. I planted, and then he put the tomato cages in for me. But see, I put in guess you could say I put in 3.5 rows. Each row, I think he said, was 8. One of my kids is very good mathematically, and he's very good at making things straight, unlike his mother. So he did it for me. But these right here that you see, these are the yellow pear ones. And those are I think they're called, what are they, super sweet or something? I forget what they're called exactly, but they are. And then the ones way over there in the end are the big round red cherry ones. So we'll see how they do. I have planted them this late before, and they've done fine. For whatever reason, cherry tomatoes don't particularly care. If you plant them later, they still do great. So anyway, I just wanted to show you that because I totally forgot to. So that concludes my garden tour for today. Excuse me while I trip out of the garden. I want to make these rows. I had these bright ideas. We're going to have all these wonderful rows, right? And I make plenty of room. But it never works. It's so frustrating. So anyway, I'm done tripping through my garden now. So let's get together next time and I'll see ya. Bye.